as disturbing meltdown in Congress, and it's all on camera. The cognitive abilities of Maxine Waters, Nancy Pelosi, and Hillary Clinton over the past couple of years has been a topic of concern. Now, Maxine Waters is showing further signs of cognitive dysfunction. Hannity reported on the odd exchange at the U.S. House of Representatives that took place Thursday. Maxine Waters threw a temper tantrum and yelled, "Reclaiming my time," at least 10 times at Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin. Mnuchin kept trying to get the point across during the Financial Services Committee hearing when the tantrum started. Mnuchin explained that after the first time, "Mr. Chairman, I thought when you read the rules you acknowledged that I shouldn't be interrupted." That didn't stop Waters from ranting and raving again. Waters barked back. "What he failed to tell you was when you're on my time, I can reclaim it." Let's take a listen to this wackadoo.
I was going to answer that.
Just please go straight to the answer.
Mr. Chairman, I thought when you read the rules, you acknowledged that I shouldn't be interrupted and that I would have
reclaiming my time. What he failed to tell you was when you're on my time, I can reclaim it. He left that out, so I'm reclaiming my time. Please, will you respond to the question of why I did not get a response, me and my colleagues, to the May 23rd letter?
Well, I was going to tell you my response.
Just tell me.
Okay, so first of all, let me just say that the Department of Treasury has cooperated extensively with the Senate Intel Committee, with the House
reclaiming my
Intel
time,
Committee, with the
reclaiming
Senate
my time,
Judiciary
reclaiming my time,
okay?
reclaiming my time.
Mr. Secretary, the time belongs to the gentlelady from California.
Perhaps, Mr. Chairman, I don't understand the rules because I thought I was allowed to answer questions.
Reclaiming my time. Would you please explain the rules and do not take that away from my time?
We will give the gentlelady adequate time. So what I read, Mr. Secretary, were statements of the ranking member and Democratic colleagues on how administration witnesses should be treated, not necessarily the way they will be treated. So the time belongs to the gentlelady from California, but I assure you majority members will allow you to answer the question when it is our time.
Okay, so what I was saying is that we have provided substantial information. We believe there's significant overlap. And matter of fact, I would say that we spoke to your Chief Oversight Council yesterday. We have been responsive, and we are trying to coordinate with you the response, and we've suggested that you get the information through the other committees. But I would like to emphasize we believe we've been very responsive,
my time.
And we'll continue
Thank you
to do
very
so.
much. You left a message yesterday, or someone on staff left a message.
No, we didn't leave a message.
Reclaiming my time, reclaiming my time, reclaiming my time.
Is she not?
You did not respond. You left a message.
Yeah,
Let us keep going.
How about the Democrats when they plead the fifth and they never answer the question? Do the Republicans interrupt them like that? No. So I think the Republicans should start fighting dirty now. You know, Mnuchin tried to get his point across again for almost a minute straight. Waters yelled, "Reclaiming my time," multiple times in a row, talking right over the secretary. She had to have known that this event was being recorded. Waters displayed her arrogance. She feels as if she's entitled to do and say whatever she wants without any punishment, as you can see. Besides the arrogant, there seems to be a question about her cognitive ability presenting in confusion. She just doesn't understand what it is taking place and is just yelling to get her way. It seems like checks on the cognitive abilities of our elected officials should be a requirement in all areas of government, especially if you have served 40 years unchecked. It could do wonders for our country as a whole. We know how the left likes to ignore laws and bully people who don't follow their ideologically bent and arbitrary rules. It is time to turn the tables around on them. Just like many first responders, we should require regular and complete physicals, including evaluations on cognitive abilities, as a prerequisite to continuing elected service. It makes you wonder about some of our currently elected officials, particularly the ones in California. There must be standards established for cognitive ability. We are now at a point where the words of another person can make or break our country. Some of these politicians inciting violence over the president need to get their heads checked. Absolutely true, but this is not because she's nuts over here. It's because she actually doesn't want the Mnuchin to get his point across. But the Republicans should be fighting down and dirty, because they turn around and tell the Republicans, oh, like for example, Donald Trump isn't acting president.